stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. South Carolina. In the building. Pyrex Pryce.
Yes,
in
sir.
the building, right? I got that right. South Carolina,
South
correct?
Carolina. Yes, sir. Not North Carolina.
Not North Carolina.
Not North Carolina.
Do people, I feel like that happens a lot, though, right? People get it, like, confused.
Yeah. They kind of jumble it together just like Carolina, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with North Carolina, but usually people don't like when you mistake South Carolina for North Carolina.
I've definitely done that, but not, like, on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, I might meet because, like, you know, I feel like we have, like, a lot of artists here who be from both. So, like, sometimes, like, I'll do an artist from South Carolina, and, like, really just by accident, I'll just, like...
North Carolina,
I'll
'cause
just say North Carolina, or we'll write it on Instagram when we post it, and I won't actually mean to do that. It's just, like, it's by accident sometimes.
it's not much in South Carolina. I mean, I don't take it personal just because,
Right.
yeah, it's not too much going on there.
Where in South Carolina are you from?
Columbia.
Okay, Columbia. That's, like, one of
Sir.
the bigger cities down there,
That
right?
is the capital.
That's-
I'd say, yeah, that's one of the bigger cities.
But when you say there's, like, not a lot going on down there, like, what do you mean by that?
Well, in the music, there's definitely not a lot going on there. I'd say the biggest artist I know from South Carolina is not even a rapper. It's Darius Rucker. He's a country singer. And I can't think of too many rappers from South Carolina.
Is Tia Corinne from South Carolina or North Carolina?
I'm not sure.
Calvin, come here. Calvin will know. Yo, is Tia Corinne from North or South Carolina? North? Oh, she's from North
North.
Carolina? All right,
Yeah.
I tried.
You tried.
I really tried, too. I think, is Black Zach from North? or
Black
South?
Zach he's from South Carolina.
He's from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay. So shout
Yeah.
out Black Zach.
Shout
man.
out Black
Yeah.
Zach.
But I feel you because like I feel like when I talk to artists from North Carolina, I feel like it's probably a similar sentiment. Like there's not a lot of, unless you're in like a major city, and even then it's kind of hard. There's not like a lot of built-in infrastructure out there.
Yeah, there's not.
So when you were coming up, like what was kind of like, you know, won't get into this point, of course, like how do you as an artist from South Carolina try to build that level of infrastructure for yourself then to kind of be able to make it and take it seriously and have people take you seriously too?
I say it's just word of mouth. Like I bugged a lot of people about my music. Like
For real?
there's a lot of people that don't like me because I'm saying listen to this, listen to this, listen to this.
Were you like one of the people on like the Twitter replies where it's like, oh, listen to my music?
Nah, I might have done
Baby
that.
used to do that like way back in the day.
I might have done that on some artists that I like, but not
Okay.
like spamming it. I never did that.
Okay. But you said you would bother people a lot.
Yeah.
So how would you bother people?
I just dropped this song on SoundCloud, listen to it, and if
Okay.
you don't, then we not cool no more. Like
For real?
I'm trying to like, yeah.
But were you like dead ass about that? Or were you-
Nah. I just want to people
Like he did this to y'all? You childhood friends? Who's childhood friends here?
Nobody. I haven't.
Oh, nobody? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's just on the team. My bad. Okay. I thought you might have had some childhood friends.
Nah, no
But
shot.
so, and would you actually meant it then or no?
No. It was just like, and I want them to listen to my music. Like
Right. Right.
I just want them to listen to it.
Now, do you still live out there or no?
I do.
Okay. Because I feel like when I talk to a lot of artists from there too, like they're one of the first things that they try to do is like come to New York or go to LA or go somewhere where there is a little bit more infrastructure built in. So for you, was that ever like kind of like on the table? Like, did you ever think about that? I know you
Yeah.
probably spent some time in LA and New York, but
Yeah, a lot of people from South Carolina want to get out of South Carolina.
Right.
They're in a rush because they think there's so much more out there, which there is. But the first time I went to LA, the first time I went to New York, I came back and I kind of like started to have a different appreciation for it. Like I really love it there. I enjoy South Carolina a lot
right.
just because I like the lake. I like going on the lake, riding jet skis, all that type of shit, all that little southern shit. I like doing all that.
Right. And like all this shit that like be in New York too, like, I don't know, I feel like unless you're like from here sometimes it could just be like a lot.
I was just explaining to the Uber driver that I appreciate that. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate, because Southern hospitality, everybody's yes ma'am, no ma'am, sir, excuse me, all that stuff. And like coming up here, it's a lot more cutthroat. And of course, like at first I'm like, well, why you ain't say excuse me? But then it's just like, it's all a part of New York. Like, it's part of the experience.
And like most of the time people aren't even trying to be like assholes about it. It's just
Yeah.
like, it's really just how we are
It took me a second to
get used to that.
yeah, because it's always like, excuse me, I'm sorry, like my bad. But here it's just like, you'll be lucky if they say anything. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Like I catch myself saying excuse me sometimes, but then like if I'm in like one of those moods where I'm like really like I gotta get somewhere, I ain't saying excuse me.
yeah, it seems like everybody's in that
Yeah.
mood. Like,
I will say like about Southern hospitality, like I didn't really understand what Southern hospitality was growing up because I didn't really go to the South outside of like Florida and whatnot. And like they have it there, but like I feel like it's different in other cities. I think my first time in Houston, when I was with my ex, we were in like a hotel and we walked out the hotel. There was two guys with cowboy hats and they said like hello to us, and I'm like, "What the fuck you saying hi to me for?"
That's
bro?
exactly what the Uber driver was saying. Like, if you, all you can do is greet somebody, they'll give you a dirty look. And it's just like, hey, how are you? I'm used to that. I'm used to like, hey, how you doing? Stuff like that. People look at me like, Are you crazy?
Like, even if y'all just walking across, like, on the same side of the street?
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, why am I talking to you? I don't know you.
And there it's like, if you don't greet me, that's rude. If you don't say, like, if you walk past me, don't even not a nod or anything. Like a nod, it's usually like a nod or something. But if you don't give him nothing, it's kind of like, you look back like, what's wrong with him?
On the street?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I didn't get to walk too much in Houston. That was like my one experience with that shit. Like, obviously you greet people when you go into like establishments, but like I never had like that experience with like people on the street up until that point. I'm like, yo, what? I'm like, he's trying to say hi to my.
Yeah.
Why you say hi to her?
Yeah, that's just what it is.
But I love the Southern hospitality. But anyway, we're in January when we're recording this, but you dropped the project back in October, Sweet Poison, right?
I did.
Congrats on the project. Of course,
appreciate
you know
that.
what I'm saying? With the project, for you, what is kind of like the intent behind Sweet Poison? It's a very deep breath you
to make a long story short, it was about a girl, and Sweet Poison is like I knew it was bad for me, but it was sweet. I thought it felt good in the moment, but
right.
Yeah.
One of the records that I really enjoyed on it was like What's My Name, right? When I was listening to it the other day. But for you with this project, like you said, it's about a girl. Is the whole thing about like one person, or is it like different moments of your life with different people? Like, explain to me that.
I'd say the majority of it is about one person. Yeah, it's about one person.
That's pain.
Yeah, it was pain, but like I appreciated it. I feel like came out with a good project because of it. Like,
that's a fact.
Yeah.
You ever see like an artist and like they're with somebody and you're like, damn, I really hope they break up with them because you want a good body of work.
Absolutely.
When you were creating this too, right? Because like, I feel like, was there like another project that you were working on, and then whenever these situations happened with this one particular person, that then it shifted gears into Sweet Poison?
I wasn't working on a project, but I will say there was a point where songs started to sound a little bit different because of what I was experiencing, what I was going through, and it just so happened that I had about 12 songs that were about the situation. And
right, yeah.
I sequenced them intentionally. I put them, first, last, all that, and it just came together like that. Like,
right.
Yeah.
With this project too, do they know that it's about them?
Yeah, definitely.
Was it like, because I've had a couple instances on the show where it's like the person will directly, like the artist will be like, oh, hey, look, yeah, this project is about you. Like, what do you think? Did you have that moment, or did they have that moment where maybe you didn't tell them, but they just like hit you? They're like, is this about me?
I posted a snippet one time. This was back when we were cool. I posted a snippet and on TikTok, and she sent me the TikTok. She was like, hey, this is really good. Like, what is this about? And at first I was like, it's not, like, it has nothing to do with you. And then she was like really? And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's how I was feeling.
Which snippet was it?
I Do.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
And that's like one of the songs that's done very well off the project.
Yeah,
too.
that's probably that might be my favorite on it. Honestly. Yeah, honestly, just because, I mean, it's a good song.
Is it because of that reaction too, though?
Nah,
oh, okay.
it was like, honestly, like in the moment, like, obviously music is an outlet. So in the moment, I'm like heated, I'm mad. But like, I mean, I got no hard feelings, we're still cool. Like, it's no hard feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
But like the term Sweet Poison, like you think about it and it's like, okay, like was it like you really enjoyed this time with that person, but then also like you just felt like it was killing you inside?
I didn't realize, hindsight's 2020, like in the moment, I didn't feel like it was killing me. It just felt good because I was with the person. But then like looking back, it's like, it's a lot of stuff that could have went different if I wasn't. That makes sense.
Yeah. Like I feel you. I think I had like a similar situation like that back in what year was it? Summer 2022. It was like I really enjoyed my time with that person, but then I was like, damn, like I'm up till fucking 7 a.m. dealing with bullshit, and
I knew it was bad because I didn't think twice about it. Like it wasn't like an option of do I do this or do I do this with her. It was just like, oh, I mean, I'm gonna do it with her. You know what I'm saying? I'll get back to whatever it was. Right. And then looking back, it's like that was a big mistake.
Like I was tweaking at that
time. I was tweaking. I ain't gonna say it was a mistake because I learned a lot. I would say I learned a lot. I don't think I would, if I did it over, I don't think I would do anything different. But it could be a lot different right now if I hadn't been in that situation. Yeah,
I agree. I think about those type of situations, but I never regret them because I feel like I learned a lot from it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't like a loss. It was like I learned a whole bunch, and like even the pain, like even how much it hurt, like I appreciate it, if that makes sense. It's like going forward, I know what and what not to expect, what my standards are, what I expect out of somebody, what they should expect out of me.
Or it's like a certain feeling that you have during that time, right? And you're like, I don't want to feel this again.
Yeah.
And then you dating somebody else or whatever it is, and then that feeling happens, and you're like, oh shit.
Now it's time. Like
now I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So moving forward, I know it'll help me.
Yeah. If it makes you feel any better, I'll tell you my Sweet Poison story. It was like I don't remember what happened that night. I just remember we was up to like 5, 6. The sun was coming up, and I had a interview with Sunny Digital, at fucking like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I forgot what time it was, right? And her house was like 30 minutes away from where the interview was at the old On the Radar studio. And she lived in Brooklyn too. And we were up to like 7 in the morning, like arguing and shit. I got up at like 12 o'clock, slept like 3-4 hours, did like an hour and a half long interview with Sunny Digital. And I was like, damn, I really could have this could have fucked up my whole shit.
Yeah, it could have been bad.
And I could not have the relationship I have with Sunny now to this day if I let this shit really get to me. And then so ever since that happened, I like remembered, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I know that this sweet poison feeling, can't let it affect like the shit that we do.
Exactly.
It's like, different for me because I do this, but for music,
I was off my grind for sure. Like I was definitely.
Oh, you were off your like music grind too.
I mean, yeah. Like I'm not gonna say I was off my grind, but she took up a lot of my time, time. And again, like I just learned from it. Like now it is what it is.
Sweet poison.
Sweet poison, exactly.
And what year did this experience happen, if you don't mind me asking?
It's been kind of like a snowball effect with the same person for about like 3-4 years.
Yo, look at his face, bro. Your friend's giving you up, bro.
Yeah,
he been giving you up in the corner.
We talked about it before. Like we had conversations about it all the time. It's kind of been like a snowball.
Yo, raise your hand if he's vented to you about this girl.
That's cap.
You too?
That's not. That's a little cap.
He's just doing it for the interview.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
So you're the one he goes to vent to about her. Damn, you live a hard life.
Nah, my mom.
Oh, you been in the same situation?
Like no, like I'm saying like we just bounce ideas back.
You said your mom though.
My mom is the most emotionally intelligent person I know. Like my mom.
What she be saying to you?
Stuff I don't want to hear.
Of course, naturally.
Basically, like I'm not a people pleaser, but I'm gonna say with this person that I knew it was an issue when I knew something was wrong. But I just put up with it. Or I knew this isn't the dynamic of a relationship. It shouldn't be 80-20. Like, it shouldn't be me doing all of this for barely anything. Right. But I knew that in the back of my mind, but I would push it back and be like, well, it's with her, though, so it don't matter. Right. So, like, it was just putting up with shit that I knew I shouldn't be putting up with.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to moms, though, man.
Shout out to moms, man.
Shout out to moms.
Shout out to moms.
Moms, that's your camera right there. You know, like, I know, like, these past, well, obviously, like, the situation with the shorty has been, like, its own thing. But I know, like, you've gone through a lot these past couple of years. I saw you at Post, you lost your friend. And it's been a rough couple of years, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, 2024, right? New year, right? How has all this, all this stuff that you've been able to overcome, you know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. We've all been there. We've all kind of gone through a lot of these things. How has this kind of, like, affected the music, and how have you been able to, well, I don't know if music is your main source of therapy, but how have you been able to kind of grieve and grow and kind of take on 2024 and kind of, I want to say move past, because I don't think we ever move past some of these things, but move forward, I think.
R.I.P. to the GOAT, Coleman Works.
R.I.P. Coleman.
There will never be another Coleman. And so, like, experiencing loss was weird because you know how people would say they wouldn't want you to be sad, they would want you to keep moving forward, like,
yeah.
It sounded stupid to me. I'd be like, but my friend just died. But like this particular friend, Coleman, like he was my biggest supporter in music. Mm-hmm. There's not many people that I've been friends with. That's a childhood friend for like forever. I went to church for him. There's not many people that I know that understand me and the music. Yeah. But me and him bonded over Kanye. That was our favorite artist together. Kanye, we listened to Kanye. I put him on Baby Keem. We used to listen to Baby Keem all the time and stuff. Even stuff like Nirvana, like he put me on Nirvana. We just bounced ideas, and he wouldn't want me to slow down at all. So I put this big mural of him in my little studio back at home.
That's beautiful.
Anytime, and it's like facing the door. So I record facing that way, and the door's that way with the mural. So I'll turn around, like I want to stop, and I'll see him. I'm like, I can't, like I got to keep going. Mm-hmm. So it's really just knowing, and he didn't even live to see 17. Like,
right.
If I stopped now, I'd be doing him a disservice. Like, I have no choice but to go hard. He didn't have a chance to go hard. Yeah. So like, this is like, I'm gonna live it. I'm gonna live his life through me because we talked about he never got to go to LA with me. He never got to go to New York with me. He never got to take any trips. Damn. That was my right hand man. That's who I was taking everywhere. Right. If I had the chance. And so even like him, like I wasn't gonna go to LA. I went to LA the same month that he passed away, and I wasn't going to. But like him, my dad, Sadiq, my dad, they told me it was like you gotta, this is where you lock in, this is what he would want. And so really I just look at it like he didn't get the chance to do this. Like he didn't get the chance to experience life, honestly. He was only 16. So I'm doing everything that he should have got the chance to.
Wow.
And his mom is like, shout out Miss Shannon too. I love you, Miss Shannon. His mom is also like, she called me a lot of names, one that starts with a P if I didn't keep going. Like, that's the type of relationship we have. So she's like, you have no damn choice but to keep going. Like, you got to.
I like that you have the mural by the door too. So like, if you ever try to leave because of X, Y, and Z, like, he's
I
like
see
right
his
there.
ugly ass face there, like, every time I look.
He's like right there to remind you, he's like, nah, you got to go back in that booth and finish what you started type shit.
Yeah, exactly.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, that was my boy.
So what are you working on this year? Like, what's kind of like the plan for 2024?
Plan for 2024 is release great music.
Okay.
I feel like that's my biggest thing, is just making good music.
Right.
And putting it out. You know, I'm just real focused on the music. And upping the content. I'm trying to get a lot of content out and see what the year holds for me, you know, working.
Right. You got your, is your first hometown show coming?
It is.
It's coming soon, right?
It's coming soon, January 26th.
Very dope, man.
January 26th.
Very dope. You excited?
I'm really excited because I've only performed twice before. One, I was opening for someone else. That was fun. I was real nervous. Then I did it at my prom. And yeah, I performed at my prom.
How'd that go?
It went great. Like, I'm thinking they're gonna be like, who does this dude think he is? Like, why is he performing at prom? He could have got fucking anybody else. But like, I went up there, they were singing it word for word. Like I would stop holding the mic. They were like, sing the words, and I was like, it's addicting. That's why I'm excited. Cause obviously I had the nerves, but like after I stopped performing at prom, after I stopped performing in Raleigh my first time, I was like, I want to go back out there. Yeah. So I'm putting the nerves aside, realizing like, this is what I love to do anyway, so what's there to be nervous about?
That's beautiful, man. Hey, well, congrats on your first show. Congrats on the music. Another tape this year, maybe?
Most likely.
Okay. Well, look, man, by the time people see this, we're doing a little freestyle here today. Performance, what are we doing?
Yes, sir.
Something on release? Something new?
Yes, sir. Something on release.
Check that out. That's how by the time y'all see this. Sweet Poison, out now. Go run that up before we get up out of here, my brother. Anything else you want to let the people know where they can follow you at, all that good stuff. Now's the time to do it with this camera on the right here.
Follow me on everything at Pyrex Pryce, and appreciate y'all.
There you go, man. Well, make sure you go check out everything he has out now. Make sure you go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Sweet Poison out now. Until next time, Pyrex Pryce on the radar. We out. Bow.